Welcome back, guys, and today we are jumping back into SnowRunner to take a look at a brand new Toyota 4Runner mod by Buddy. Now, a couple of things to go over before we dive into this drive are, one, this is obviously a PC-only mod because it is fully branded and it also exceeds the RAM limits of what's allowed in a console mod, and secondly, if you would like to find more information on how you can access this mod, I will leave a link to Buddy's Discord in the description box down below, and there you can find everything that you need to know as far as gaining access to this 4Runner. But without any further ado, let's fire it up, drive it over to the garage, and get it in there and then see what kind of upgrades we have available and what kind of customization options are on the table, because this thing, it's way more than meets the eye, I will tell you that. Let's fire it up. It actually sounds like he took a startup sound from a real-world 4Runner, because that sounds like a Toyota starter. Like, now, don't get me wrong, I may be wrong on that, but whoa, look at this race interior. You got the race seats, the freaking custom center console, the race dash, the race wheel. Bro, this thing is set up. This thing is like... I was initially going to say it's, set up as a pre-runner, but I feel like this is way more race truck than it is pre-runner. It's past pre-runner at this point. I mean, if it is pre-runner, it's one heck of a nice one. Now, let's see what we could do in terms of engines. Now, it doesn't feel like, because we're on a stock engine right now, it doesn't feel like a C+. I mean, that would imply that it's really slow, and it doesn't even feel slow with that, but that's probably due to the gearbox tuning. Now, we've also got upgraded, which takes you from a C+ to an S+, and then a top performance, which takes you also up again to yet again another S+. Now, the thing with the top performance engine is I feel like that's probably the one that, now granted, I'm sure that Buddy spent time on the other ones, but I feel like he would want you to run that one to get the full experience of what this thing can do. So I'm going to probably put the highway transmission on it because that will give us our top ranges, but also our low-speed crawling ranges as well. I do want to try the off-road gearbox, but that one's definitely going to be more for use in some rock crawling areas, I would think. Now, as far as suspensions go, we have stock, long travel, and towing setup. Now, the towing setup obviously has a little bit more stiffness in the rear, a little bit more added height, but let's go with the long travel and see what that's like to drive. Now, I know what some of you guys are going to say, why is it squatted? But trust me, this will make sense a little bit later on down the road as this thing is designed to take jumps and also be able to land smoothly and evenly. Now, Buddy's tire list is nothing short of incredible. There are so many custom wheel and tire options in here that you could go through here over and over and over again to your heart's content and still not find it would take you forever to be able to run every single tire that he has on offer in here. So, as far as what I'm going to run, I will probably run the 41s. That seems to be the best size for the long travel, but let's see what kind of options we have. I think I'm probably going to go with I might actually go with the BFG MT, but I'm also thinking about the KR3, actually. That looks a lot more like a proper like race tire setup. And I can't wait to get this thing out on the racetrack to see what it's actually like in terms of going over those jumps. Because I've got to imagine that with a suspension setup like this, a long travel setup like this, it will just absolutely bomb through jumps. Now, I think I'm going to I don't know if I want to throw the roof rack on there just yet, but whoa! Hold on. You told me you could take the body off? Oh my god. So we actually have whoa! Okay, so we have a weathered body. We also have a weathered gray body. That one's blue. And then we have a weathered blacked out one and a polished black one. That's wild. Yo, that's so cool. Now, roof lights wise, I'm going to do the circular light bar because that's very Baja style. Headlights, we could do, stock bulbs or LED bulbs where you literally replace the stock headlights themselves with a cluster of LED pods. That's so sick. Now, the spare, I'm assuming that goes in the back. And then snorkel-wise, we'll definitely throw that on. And then we have a couple of different custom pre-runner bumper options. I really like this one. It's got a nice little built-in skid plate there at the front. And then wheels-wise, you have a massive assortment of KMCs, race lines, Walker Evans race wheels, and the list goes on depending on what tire options you pick. Now, I personally am an absolute sucker for Walker Evans race wheels, especially in red, and I think with this, like, weathered blue, it looks incredible. Now, yo, so that's why he did the different colored bodies, because this allows you to actually change the color of the suspension arms, the diff covers, the actual springs. This is insane, and I'm definitely going to put Beans on the dash, because Beans is going to be with us when we head out around the track. Now let's fire this thing up and see how this long travel 4Runner actually drives. It sounds so good. Whoa! Oh my god. Okay, when you get onto the power, it not only goes, but it squats down and takes off. What about when you hit the brakes? It's got, look at that. It's got actually a good bit of weight transfer down to the front. All right, we're not going to run the laps, but we're going to just see what this thing can actually do and how it handles. Already, it is so smooth. That long travel suspension setup is insane. I mean, the damping on this thing, I cannot imagine how much time he put into the... Oh, the handling! No! I overcooked it. That was not on the mod. That is absolutely not the 4Runner's fault. That is 100% on me. But I tell you what, you know, you got to get the first rollover out of the way, because once you get the first rollover out of the way, you're good. And I know I was talking about, like, how well it handles, and then I just rolled it over, but trust me, this thing handles incredibly well. Now, through that little mud pit, I wanted to put it in high temporarily so that it wouldn't try to downshift. Man, I threw it way too hard into that one. Way too hard. All right, let's see if I can get into a rhythm with this thing. Oh, there it is. You can do the little, like, three-wheeling, like, trophy truck style. Oh, there it is, too. Okay, once you get into a rhythm with it, it's awesome. You just got to make sure that you don't throw it too hard into a corner, because if you do, it will grip up and it will roll over. But that's honestly pretty dang realistic. Let's see how it does over a proper jump. See, there you go. There you can see why the front end is set up the way it is, with it being a little bit higher on the long travel suspension. So let's see if we can do a full lap with no rollovers at all. I'm sure we can. It's just going to be a little bit of a balancing act. There we go. Starting to balance it on the limit a little bit with the steering and the throttle. Come on, floating over that one. It is an absolute joy to watch this suspension do what it does, because honestly, like, there are very few suspensions in this game that have been this fine-tuned for high-speed damping and just general racetrack use. And I mean, what better vehicle to do it on than a, I believe, early 2000s 4Runner? I want to say this is the early 2000s body style. I'm not a massive expert on 4Runners, but this one, oh, it's legit. Ooh, a little bit of e-brake action. Did not want to understeer into the wall. Honestly, I may just leave it in high. I know I was saying I was going to leave it in automatic, but okay, a little bit of a rub of the tire against the wall there, but I think we're fine. We didn't catch or anything like that. Oh, no! Okay, we're definitely going to have to get a little bit better at that, because you're right on the edge with that setup, like, and I feel like it really does challenge you to be patient, but oh, look at that. That is beautiful in terms of how it actually takes off and lands the jumps. Ooh, where are you going? Let's not. Okay, I guess we're going over. Alrighty, well, I guess it wouldn't be a drive with TC if we didn't do a couple of roly-polies at least. All right, let's go on and head back out into the track. Whoa! But yeah, when you are in just full concentration mode with this 4Runner, God, it is absolutely gnarly to drive. And it really does, like, force you to think about what you're doing, and honestly, forces you to become a better driver and a more aware driver at that. Now, let's take it into some twisty, crawly sections, some flexy sections, and see how this suspension does there. I know that it was primarily designed for high-speed stuff, but oh my God, wait a minute. Can it jump this? Oh! No. It actually landed right in the middle of the cameras. Now I'm kind of curious. Can it actually jump over that? I doubt it. I'll try one more time, and if we fail again, I'm not gonna do it again, but oh God, it does a wheelie though. Oh, really? All right, we got caught up on the corner. One more try, y'all, one more try. Let's see if we can make this happen. I had no idea it was gonna do a wheelie. That's next level. Oh no, I can't keep it in a straight line. I legit can't keep it in a straight line. I tell you what, we'll try that again in a future video or live stream. let's go ahead and get it into some rocks. Now, there are some good rocks just down the trail from the garage, which I really like about the Tennessee map, by the way. They've got the racetrack right there. They got some rock crawling right up here, and it really gives you a nice range of areas to test vehicles out. So let's see what you could do. Now, I gotta say, that low range, I mean, even with the highway transmission, which is what we're on right now, that, like, low set of gears is very low. I mean, this is low minus, and it's total crawler speed. All right, let's see how you do. Starting to walk it up. Wow, that is actually really, really capable. Look at that, and that's like no wheel speed at all. Proper Toyota power, though, and that approach angle. Look at that. I don't know if I can do this in low plus. I'll probably have to give it a little bit more wheel speed and kind of bump it just a tad, but man, I am already very impressed. Oh no. Woo, that was sketch. Hold on. Let me try to bump it in auto. Nope. Okay.
Want to learn how to drive with our talented drivers?
Ah, dang it. I wanted to bump it in high. I think I'm catching my bumper on the ground. All right, let's try this one more time. Boom. Oh, God. I should have stayed in it. Bro, I should have stayed in it. I knew I should have stayed in it, and I didn't. Come on. No! Oh, and over she goes. Okay. No fault of the vehicle itself, solely my driving, but I know she had it. But this rock is actually a really tricky one if you're trying to really like drive straight up the side of it and not flip over. You can do the corner line right here, which is a lot easier, but like heading straight up that rock is absolutely nuts. But dude, you guys have absolutely got to check this thing out, and if you're on PC and you want to give this thing a try, I would highly recommend heading over to YaBuddy's Discord server and checking it out. Massive thanks to him, by the way, for letting me take a drive in it. And if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.